Well, YouTube, Side here, and want to dedicate this channel to this kid right here. His name was Harley, and from what I caught off this video that showed this content, the kid had autism, and oh man, he had bad parents, very bad parents. Very disturbingly, this kid wound up dead, missing, and wound up dead. And these are the type of parents, man, that I don't even know what they're doing with kids, let alone, setting up something for that kid to just have one of the most worst lives imaginable. And this kid was only 12 years old, man, and this is just a heartbreaking story. First off, I'm going to start with a moment of silence. But I went into YouTube today and I wanted to check out something about a channel I was checking out. It was called Meat Sleep. Did a various number of videos on that channel, and I do believe it is fake, but in some ways I don't, because of one video on there that really can say just blow your mind away, because there's a video called A Walk in the Park. And mind you, whoever got this content, who knows, he could have gotten it from, an old video maybe or something. It does look and seem to be VHS. And like I said, maybe they did do something in these videos to make it look legit. But whoever had the video and content was literally near a crime scene and recording it. And due to the fact that, this video got viral on his channel or her channel or whatever the hell it is, I did do, like I said, various videos on this, and I did catch a woman recording in a mirror. But it's supposedly a group of people or something that made this channel, but I was just curious enough to go back to see if they did anything else, but they didn't. Like any new updates, but nothing is new. It's 6 years ago. But I figured I'd look more into dark channels, so I, looked into something, I typed in something, and then this came up. And like I said, I was just looking to see if there was something out there like and similar to Meat Sleep. And there is another channel I looked into, and I believe it's called Deeper. Or Deep, I got them up too, man. And that was another channel like Meat Sleep doing some weird, bizarre videos. Let alone, whether or not it's a true murderer or a serial killer or a stalker type thing. And yeah, it is interesting how they come about with ideas. Don't get me wrong, anybody out there trying to commit harm by doing videos and stuff like that, man, be cut off. Should be cut off from the world. Shouldn't even exist. But they are really interesting, and I kind of like them. But I don't know, it's just sinister things that interest me the most, especially when there's a mystery behind it. But supposedly this kid did have a mysterious family life, and it did unravel in the kid literally put the damn videos up, man. And one of them I'll show you. It's content that was made by this person. I didn't put the damn YouTuber channel up, I don't think. Oh, is that it? Hang on a sec. Yeah, that is it. I think it's like 3 darkest channels, 3. And what is it? Nick Crowley is the I believe the publisher of this video. But he does the content. I don't know how these other YouTubers do this, man. They got all this content up. And when I do something, you know, not to try and copyright, but if I put something up showing people, you know, what I like or say so of music, I got a goddamn friggin' copyright thing going on my channel. I don't know how these people do it, but it's real annoying because I like to bring up stuff too. But when I bring the video up, like hopefully the one I do in a minute won't do it, but it probably will. Excuse me, get copyrighted. But what the hell can you do? It is annoying. This guy has it, and he's been showing all the content on his video through this whole video. And there's another one on here too about a guy who does smoking. All he did was smoking up to his death. 5 years of nothing but smoking on a video. Stupidity. Got cancer. But there was more dark, sinister things in the channel. And the guy was all on this, I believe Nick Crowley was talking about comments off this guy, and it's just really, you know, demented how many channels are out there and what people post. And that guy had people that had fetishes with smoking, and, you know, they got off on this stuff, for Christ's sake. Even the guy who ran the channel was doing something dirty with a person in a masked up smoking mask. It's like, oh my God. And this family here, they had no shame of, you know, yelling at their kids and saying rotten things, mind you. Rotten things. Now, I did not take a picture of the parents because I don't think I even want to look at them by doing a video with them in my... I don't want to give them as much publicity as I can, because the father in this video, as the narrator said, Nick there, he was enjoying the attention his son's missing was getting, his missing persons case was getting. And right here is a thing that he said, the father, is that, God damn it, excuse me again, Jesus Christ, him and his son's relationship was strained. Now, this is how sick this person is. Then he goes on to say, we know each other, and there's a relationship there. He knows I'm his dad, and he knows he's my son. But the relationship is rocky. So, once again, what are people like this doing with kids is beyond me. Plus, this guy has a 4-year-old. And that, man, is a whole nother thing going on with sickness. And when I show you that one, you're really gonna friggin' tweak. Oh, there it is. YouTube's Darkest Channels 3. So Nick Crowley, that's it. Make sure I give credit where credit is due. Now, there was a morning where this kid woke up, told his mother he didn't feel good. His stomach hurt. He wanted to stay home from school. She said, no, get your ass out that door and get to school. Now, yes, in ways I do feel as if a child is sick, you really need to take a look at it. He could have had appendicitis starting. Something serious, something, And when my kids start complaining they're sick, it's like I get frustrated with it because I don't want to miss in school, but yet I'm off to the friggin', the doctors. I don't care, man, how many times I bring them in. They want to complain they're sick, and especially these days. I need to bring them in to make sure, and I even tell the doctors every time I go in there, hey, sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. Like one time my kid said he had a sore throat, didn't want to go to school, gave me a hard time. All right, brought him to the doctors. It was just a sore throat, you gargle with salt. The next time he had sore throat, oh, you think you're doing this one again? No, it ended up with strep. So I was like, hey, I was wrong. I took my punishment, is what I should do as a parent, and, apologize to my son for yelling at him. Yeah, you're doing this on purpose. But, hey, you can't be safe these days. You gotta be safe. I mean, you can't be unsafe. You have to be safe on your child's wellness. And this woman, right, what did I just say? Could have had appendicitis just starting. Some kind of, bacterial thing in his stomach. And when these days, COVID's around, you have to bring your kids in because of the simple fact you don't know what the hell the kid's got. And if you don't, and he goes to school and they, what you putting him to school for? Oh, he's sick. It's like, then either way, you're in trouble. But they're off with the kid, Harley here, and they're off. He disappeared. So, a day went by before they called him in missing. The huge search went on. But you know what? Not only did the mother not care about her son's safety, or the father, let alone, and the relationship was strained. This kid, you can tell, if you looked at him, he was very thin. It looked like he was malnutritioned. So with that being said, this woman went and kicked her son out, and he did a video on it. And I think he went to sit at a park. He said, I haven't eaten yet. My mother locked me out the door. She won't let me in. Because, what the hell was it? I think the mother wanted to go see a guy. And I don't know if it was a guy friend, but I didn't, the narrator here, Nick, didn't go on to say anything, but she wanted to go meet some guy. Now, what the hell is this woman doing? Was she going on little secret rendezvous on her husband? Or, and the sick things people do. Or unless it was a guy friend, but he didn't explain and get into that too much. All went into was, she wanted to go meet this guy, but he didn't want to go, and they got into a little argument. And they must have gotten into lots of arguments, him and his mother. Let alone him and his father. But the lady literally locked him out the friggin' house. And he literally said on the web, oh, I'm scared. So here you have some kind of type of child abuse. Because your kid don't want to go do something with you. That's a punishment. Now, let alone, like the narrator said, Nick, he must have had autism. He mentioned it. So, yes, autism kids are a little bit more delicate in the taking care of industry. But when it all narrows down and these comments came out, but there's a relationship that is rocky. The mother kicks him out of the house. Then the father's doing, oh man, don't even tell me I didn't get that. Did I? Shit. I might have missed that. Or did I do it up here? Oh, here it is. Nope. Here's a... I don't know what this kid was doing in this video. Whether it's the autism kicking in, but he was in this room looking up at the ceiling and just, gazing his head back and forth. I'm sure that's something that autism does to kids. But, here it is. Let's see. I'm going to get copyrighted for this. Here's an read the content. Now that's the kid playing the game. And, bear with me. Let me do it in frames. Let's see this. Pause it. Pause, you think. So, when this starts, you can clearly hear the mother say, "God damn it!" It didn't sound like a man's voice, and for some apparent reason, the guy Marcus here, he was yelling, but it wasn't coming as clear as the woman's voice. I mean, at first it sounded like the woman was right next to, like, the threshold of the door of the room where, Harley was playing this game. But yet, then it all went to a distance. But, I believe the, Nick of this channel was the one who put this together. Maybe listened to it with a set of headphones. Now you got Marcus saying, "You son of a..." And, this would be the 4-year-old child that they have, and he spilt a drink of soda. Unknown sound comes in. Then you have Marcus. Just fucking dump, fucking pop. All over, whatever. Goddamn thing now. What? Oh, shoot, I gotta pause that. Let me pause that. Right. Just effing dumped effing pop all over the effing table. Marcus. They're all over the goddamn thing now. Whatever there is, they're all over the goddamn thing now. Now, as you can tell, this guy's vocabulary ain't too bright. But if he just spilt soda all over the table, what is there all over the goddamn thing now? Heather, the mother. Mark, he's only 4 years old. Bear with me. Kid is, as you can see, Harley's playing this game and looking for football moves. Heather, the shit that you're doing, I'm done. So this only evaluates that this goes on very frequently in the house. You are so effing mean. He is a child. I can't play it because I'd get copyrighted, but something that this kid Harley says is just weird. I don't know if he's talking about the game or the situation, but you guys would have to go watch the video to understand what he's saying. But he started, I don't know if he was talking about the game or what was going on in the kitchen, but he said some weird stuff. And that's the end of that. But as you can see, whatever the little brother's doing, this picture I thought was something, but that's the guy that smokes. I thought I took that by accident. But once again, this kid, autism, whatever whatever the father and him were strained about, kid liked to play games. He had a pretty damn good channel too, man. It was up there and lots of coverage of subscribers. He had lots of views on some videos. It's like, damn. But right here, I had to do this video, and this is a chimney. Now, as you can see, that has got to be, I have to play it to friggin' stop it. Bear with me. So looking at this chimney and how wide it is. Hey, we're back. That little thing go. Hopefully I'm back. Am I back? And nabbit. Something goofed. Shit. Hopefully I'm recording. But as we were speaking of the chimney, and one of the most disturbingest things from this whole story, mind you, I said the father, I was starting to say the father pulled a friggin' life insurance a week before this kid went missing, or after, and then 2 weeks. He talked about it. He talked about a life insurance a week before he went missing, and 2 weeks after he went missing, he put it in effect or something, it said. The narrator, Nick, said. So with that being said, so the kid, like I say, was saying gets up and wants to go to school, don't want to go to school because he has a stomach ache. And besides all this, like I was saying about the mother being a dipstick, now I'm not letting the kids stay home, whatnot. And this was actually, 2019, so COVID hadn't hit yet. But for some apparent reason, and I'm sure everybody's going to blame autism for this, probably. But I think it's sinister and dark. Very dark. Very sick and disturbing. And you take a damn good look at that chimney. And like as I was saying, depending how wide it is. So the kid goes missing. A search was going on. This house here, mind you, is abandoned. There's nobody there. But they decide to search it. Now keep an eye on that chimney, because not only do you see black soot on this on these walls, black soot. I mean, take a real hard look at that. And when that does build up, of course, you need a chimney sweeper to come on in and sweep it out. But I guarantee the chimney sweeper does not get all the soot off the wall. Correct me if I'm wrong. If this would be a used chimney, which it does look like it's been used, how clean do you think a chimney sweeper, or let alone if you're doing it yourself, how clean do you think you can get this chimney without it sticking to your clothes? Let alone if you put your arm in there to, say so, maybe get some ashes out if they didn't all burn. Say if you're stacking logs to start the fire, always something is going to hit you with soot. I don't care how clean you get these things, I highly doubt you can get off every inch of soot off the walls. Right? Now keep this fresh in your mind and do not forget about this chimney. Now I forgot to take pictures of the house. And excuse me, a so-called antenna tower that was along the side of the house. Now, definitely, if you check out this video, look like a friggin' ladder. You could use it as a ladder. It would look sturdy enough to use as a ladder, but it was an antenna. And it did have, say, like a triangular structure. Very long, and it went over the top of the, roof. And yes, if you were to climb it, you would be able to put your feet and grab up with your hands throughout the whole climb. Yeah, like one of them, I can't even say like them stone walls you use for rock climbing, but it just looked like a friggin' ladder. It's the best I can explain. I should have took a picture of it, but I'm sure everybody will check this out. And what they said happened, which I think is total BS. Just BS beyond recognition. Supposedly this kid climbed this antenna. The house was abandoned and locked up. And this kid supposedly climbed down, that's right, as you're looking, the chimney. Now remember that I can't see the walls of how wide it is from left to right. Them two walls, right, that go up alongside. They did give some measurements, but oh, you suck. But as you look, say so, from where the wall's broken to the back of the wall, you can see from left to right is very wide. But say so, the chimney itself, and this is the best they gave for a visual of the chimney. Must have been maybe the police, or if someone got in there and took this video, or a picture. No, it was a video because it was moving. But supposedly up at top, where it's broke, I think it went down like on a sloped angle. The best I can say, like, like this. It would go like this, then it would slope down on an angle. So supposedly the kid gets stuck in this chimney. Now, they say when they found the body, he was naked, or at least had his top half of clothes off of his body. Excuse me again, damn it. Mind races all day, and then by nighttime it's like, yeah. Trying to come up with stuff. Trying to daily think on a daily basis. It's like running a marathon on a track. But, this chimney and where he was found, I believe they said he was naked. So he gets stuck. He might be trying to throw his clothes off to get more, to get less, say so, how can you say it? To get less stuck. Maybe he could slide out. Now, mind you, the police report did not say nothing about, he was covered in soot. He was dirty. His body was decomposing, it was. But, if he was stuck, he still would have had a substantial amount, if I said that right, of soot on his body. He would have had some, or let alone all kinds of soot on his body, especially on this. Keep you in suspense, that's right. Yeah, come on. Why is it freezing up? Not good, folks. Hopefully I'm still recording, yes. Alright. Boom. Take a look, and a good hard look at this jacket. What is missing from this jacket? Can anybody answer it real quick before I say it? Well, I have to say it anyways. There's no time for that. But in all seriousness, what is missing from this coat? You look very, very deep into this coat. Now remember how black that chimney was. Not only was his coat on the floor, his glasses were on the floor, and I think his pants, socks, something. Was it his socks? If they said it was his socks, man, I mean, how would this kid be stuck in a chimney and get the... And that's another thing. You're in a chimney. You got rough... Damn it. The roughness of a brick rubbing up against you. They already said he didn't have enough room to get out of it. So the roughness of the brick should have and could have ripped this type of coat. Now I'll tell you damn straight out, and I'll put money on it, that this coat and the way it's made is very cheap. I've had my kids in a few of these coats. And I'll tell you, just the simplest things can rip it that are sharp. And if you got the texture and the roughness of a brick, and if this kid did get this coat off in a chimney, mind you, that they said he got stuck, but trying to get the clothes off to make more room so he can get out, there would have most definitely would have been some rips in this coat. Now, don't show the back, but the front's just as good. And the main thing to save the best for last, where's all the soot? Please tell me right now, where's all the soot? that should be on this coat. There's not 1 inch of soot or any type of dirtiness, blackness from the chimney to indicate that that kid got stuck with this coat on and took it off to try and wiggle his way out of this chimney. The kid was already a bone bag. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to insult them. But insult the parents is right. And that is his face. And look how disturbingly wrecked this kid looks in this frame of video. There is no still frame photos. These are videos that are moving with this kid's face. And right there, man, he just, wow. Looked like he aged a bit. I mean, let alone, it could just be the pixels of the camera or whatnot, but he don't look too well there. And he don't look too well in this photo either. He looks like from the last photo, his face is shrunken in and he's more skinnier. And if he was well this size, I don't think he'd have any problem maybe going down a chimney to try and get in the house to keep, I don't know, warm, they said. He was sick, he didn't want to go to school. Excuse me again. But whatever the case may be, that coat, man, that blackness of that chimney, look at it. Look at it. That is a black chimney, man, and there's not a damn way chance in hell that if you're going to slide down that thing, this coat would come out clean as a whistle. Don't get me wrong, it looks like a dirty, 12-year-old kid's coat. It looks like it's been worn a bit, but still, there would be, that soot is like a black chalk. You get it on you, man, it's like, yeah, you try and wipe that shit off, it's all over you. You can use that shit like war paint. But, and the life insurance says it all. Why you pull a fucking life insurance out on a kid that's 12 years old is beyond me. And all his videos, this kid seemed to be a happy child. There was nothing wrong with him. Seems that, yeah, he did have some quarrels with his mother, but I think there's something sinister there. Whoever did this stuffed him in that chimney or could have climbed up that damn antenna and just threw him in the friggin' chimney. And if he did happen to say so, rip his clothes off to try and get out, no, they did that and put them clothes in afterwards. Because, you know what? There's no way a jacket could be that clean strolling down a chimney. There's no damn way you can get a chimney that clean to say so have enough clean clothes that can not absorb no soot on them. So yeah, this is a disturbing channel. This is something that unfolded in the world's eyes, pretty much. And just to think them parents, I don't know where they are now. Today I'd have to look up on this. But the red flags are there. The parents had no shame to, know what their kid is doing on their social media, recording to the world. And they're in the background just hooting and hollering and, getting upset and whatever the case may be with this kid. Something aggravated the father to make his relationship with his kid just a relationship. It's a rocky one. But he knows I'm dad and I know he's my son. Dad. Who the hell says that? Nobody says that about their kid. That would be just saying, yeah, you're my son. Now get the F out of my house. I don't want you here no more. Yeah, things are too rocky. Get out. Now, I could see if this kid was doing heavy drugs, if this kid was doing everything under the sun, getting in trouble, getting arrested, getting people fighting, just causing all the ruckus and chaos that an unstable person would do. And the only ones I see unstable in this relationship between the son, father, mother, and, the whole world is the parents. Them sick, demented people. And if they're okay with their son being found in a chimney just he's trying to skip school and play hooky, but got stuck in the chimney and oh, geez, yeah, and oh my God, man, how much more world of the world can we take of this? This leads me to that simple rule that needs to be changed. People literally need to do and have at least a whole course through high school or college of parenting. Or let alone knowing what it's like to have a child. And if you can get past the terrible 2s up until 5 years old, but then again, your journey don't end there. I mean, but there's a time and there's a limit. And if you can't make it till 5 years old, I think that people should really be considered shut off for having kids. This course should be another thing in high school or another thing for college or just another thing in random for people to say, I want to see what it's like to have kids. Don't even have to be in school. It could be a course outside of school. And these people should go take it. Because anybody that has a kid that they don't understand the disability of or frustrates them more than average and it goes up to the next level of, oh, my kid fell in a friggin' chimney. Damn freaking right. Damn well right that the parents, someone like this kid, just really need a lot of training in the field of kids. But, for today kid now, kids are gone, they ain't got to worry about him no more, so say. But this is sick. This is one bad story. I mean, I went on the internet looking for something like meat sleep. Then this comes up, it's like, what the hell? Bad channels. Dark channels, I mean. And kids like this, man, wow. 100% feel sorry for this kid. And for whatever reason. Well, we know the reason. He ended up in a chimney like he did. Someone should stuff his father in that chimney. Then when they're done with him, stick the mother in that chimney. See how they like it. They say he died of suffocation and all this and, But yeah, he did die of all that, and I'm sure he did. But then again, I'm sure he got a little bit of help to fall in that chimney. Especially when the life insurance policy is mentioned in any disappearing or murder story. That's just demented and sick. I'm gonna go put some life insurance on my kids tomorrow. Yeah. There's something wrong with a person when they do that. Don't get me wrong. Here today, gone tomorrow. Everybody don't live forever, but when you're doing these types of cruel intentions, you need what you've done to that person done to you. And I think his parents right here, Mr. Harley, should be stuffed in that same chimney. But in honor of Harley, Here's to you, kid. Big shout out to wherever you went. At least you're in a better place, kid. Because this earth that we walk all amongst each other, this is hell. When you die, laid to rest in that grave, that's heaven. To me, that's how it works. You know, I still sit back and listen to everybody what they say about the hand of God. I listen to everybody say what should be done with the prayers of God. I give people their dignity, I give people their honor, I give people their respect for what they believe in their God. But when it all narrows down to, let alone stories like this, it just leaves me to my beliefs that I will stick being a non-praying Native American. So there are not enough prayers in the world that could have helped this kid. And to sit here and look at this poor child who had a life, who probably was gonna make it big on YouTube, man. That was some awesome gaming. I mean, he had a lot of stuff, a lot of views, a lot of subscribers. Shit. Kid was gonna be someone. But who knows? Maybe the jealousy of their parents, of the parents. One only will know. I wish I was a fly on that wall that day. But unfortunately, this kid is taking his last ride. But until that next video, folks, be safe, take care. I hope these parents, I hope something devastating happens to them. Seriously. Put a curse on you. And if you can, and if you do survive, well, I hope you live a long, painful, sick death. The longer you suffer in pain and misery, I guess I can say the longer I'll be here laughing and enjoying it. Here's to you, Harley, in a better place from these demented times. Till the next video. Out.